Nobody expected it to turn this ugly this fast. At first, it looked like just another celebrity, moving on moment. A familiar storyline fans had seen dozens of times before. A public split, a quiet adjustment period, and eventually a glow-up. Teyana Taylor appeared to be stepping into that next chapter with confidence. She looked radiant, calm, and unbothered. Her posts were measured, her smiles effortless, and her energy suggested peace rather than pain. But behind the curated calm and carefully chosen silence, something darker was brewing. Because while Teyana was learning how to breathe again after her divorce, Iman Shumpert was struggling in ways most people never saw. And when Aaron Pierre's name entered the picture, everything changed. For months after the split, Iman tried to present himself as steady, focused, and grounded. He showed up for his daughter. He kept things professional. He stayed mostly quiet in public, avoiding unnecessary commentary or emotional outbursts. To fans watching from the outside, it appeared that the hardest part was over. Two adults moving forward, co-parenting, and keeping things respectful. But anyone who has been through a breakup where children are involved knows the truth. The pain doesn't disappear just because the relationship ends. It doesn't vanish when the papers are signed or the public statements are made. It simply changes shape. And sometimes, watching your ex move on hurts more than the breakup itself. The rumors surrounding Aaron Pierre didn't begin loudly. They rarely ever do. There was no dramatic announcement, no official confirmation, no headline screaming a new relationship into existence. Instead, it began with whispers. A sighting here, a shared space there, a subtle shift in energy that fans couldn't quite explain but definitely felt. Teyana didn't confirm anything. She didn't deny it either. She simply kept living her life, and that silence spoke volumes. The more unbothered she appeared, the more restless Iman seemed to become. People close to the situation began noticing subtle changes. A difference in his mood, a sharper tone in certain conversations, body language that suggested tension rather than acceptance. Things he once brushed off now seemed to hit deeper. This wasn't just jealousy. It was unresolved emotion colliding with reality. Seeing Teyana with someone new didn't just feel like loss. It felt like replacement. And that is a feeling capable of pushing even the strongest person into unfamiliar emotional territory. What made it worse was who Aaron Pierre is. Calm, confident, grounded, not flashy, not loud. The kind of man whose presence doesn't demand attention or validation. The kind of presence that simply exists. And whether spoken or not, comparisons began forming instantly. Fans noticed. The internet noticed. And it didn't help that Teyana looked genuinely happy. Not performative. Not defensive. Not forced. Just free. That's when things reportedly began to spiral behind the scenes. Sources suggest that Iman's frustrations started showing up during conversations that were supposed to be strictly about co-parenting. Discussions meant to remain calm and focused on their daughter slowly became tense. Small disagreements escalated. Boundaries felt blurred. Emotions began spilling into moments that should have stayed neutral for the sake of the child involved. While nothing was officially confirmed, people around them could feel the pressure building. The kind of pressure that forms when old wounds collide with new realities. Then came the moment fans believe Iman truly lost emotional control. It wasn't a single explosive incident caught on camera. There was no viral video or public confrontation. Instead, it was a series of emotional reactions that, when viewed together, painted a much larger picture. Cryptic posts, sudden shifts in mood, moments where it felt like he was speaking from pain instead of peace. Some fans sympathized deeply, others grew concerned. Because when emotions run that high, the consequences don't stop with the adults involved. Teyana noticed the shift too, and instead of engaging, she pulled back. She tightened boundaries. She focused on stability. She prioritized protecting her space and shielding her daughter from unnecessary tension. That decision, while mature and measured, reportedly hit Iman even harder. Because distance can feel like rejection when emotions are already raw. And when someone feels rejected, logic often takes a backseat to fear. That's when whispers of a potential custody battle began circulating. Not official filings. Not confirmed statements. just speculation rooted in anxiety. Fans began asking questions out loud. Could this turn legal? Could unresolved emotions turn into control? Could a new relationship trigger a fight over access, authority, or time when it comes to their child? Those questions didn't come from nowhere. Anyone who has followed high-profile breakups knows how quickly custody becomes a battlefield when feelings remain unresolved. And while neither Teyana nor Iman publicly confirmed any legal escalation, the tension felt undeniable. In fact, Iman's silence only fueled concern. Because when people stop explaining themselves entirely, it often means something much bigger is happening behind closed doors. Fans became divided. Some defended him fiercely, arguing that his reaction was human, that losing your family hurts, that watching another man step into a role you once held can break something inside you. Others stood firmly with Teyana, flooding social media with support. They reminded everyone that she had every right to reclaim her life without fear, guilt, or punishment. Comments ranged from admiration for her strength to empathy for the impossible position she found herself in. People emphasized that healing does not require permission from your past. That personal growth cannot be paused until someone else feels ready to accept it. And that asserting boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary. Every post, every clip, every subtle gesture was scrutinized. Fans dissected it all, trying to understand how one woman could navigate such intense public scrutiny with grace, patience, and deliberate care, not just for herself, but for her family. And at the center of it all was a child. A little girl watching the adults she loves wrestle with emotions far bigger than her understanding. Every tense glance, every strategic silence, every emotionally charged moment carried a ripple effect that extended directly into her world. Insiders and fans alike emphasized the same point repeatedly. Children pick up on everything. They sense tension even when words are carefully measured. Their emotional world is shaped not by what adults say, but by how they behave. It was a sobering reminder that celebrity drama doesn't exist in a vacuum. These aren't fictional characters. These are real people, experiencing real pain, with real consequences at stake. Behind the scenes, sources hinted that discussions around structure, boundaries, and co-parenting had become increasingly serious. Advisors, lawyers, and family members were reportedly stepping in, stressing calm, measured responses and the importance of prioritizing the child's well-being above all else. Every text message, every phone call, every private meeting was reportedly approached with caution. Stability became the goal. Protection became the priority. Yet despite careful planning, the weight of public scrutiny remained. Even minor decisions felt monumental when millions of eyes were watching. Fans continued debating online. Some applauded Teyana for protecting her peace and her child. Some criticized Iman for perceived missteps. Others marveled at the delicate balance required to navigate a breakup under constant observation. But nearly everyone agreed on one thing. The child's emotional safety had become the ultimate priority. A silent but undeniable thread woven through every action, every post, and every decision. The stakes were higher than ever. In a world obsessed with drama, this situation served as a reminder that the most meaningful battles are often the quietest. They aren't fought in headlines or social media posts, but in careful choices made behind closed doors. Choices that protect the most vulnerable. It also highlighted an uncomfortable truth. Courts don't care about hurt feelings. They care about stability, and that reality alone can change how people behave. Iman's continued silence became louder than any statement he could have made. Each day without clarification fueled speculation. Fans questioned why he wasn't shutting rumors down, why he wasn't publicly reinforcing peaceful co-parenting, why the energy felt so heavy. Silence, especially during moments like this, leaves room for people to fill in the blanks with their worst assumptions. Meanwhile, Teyana remained consistent. No emotional outbursts. No public attacks. No messy explanations. Just focus. Work. Motherhood. Peace. And that contrast made everything feel even more unbalanced. One side appeared grounded. The other appeared overwhelmed. And that imbalance is exactly what fuels custody concerns in the public eye. Experts began weighing in online, reminding audiences that emotional stability, Even perceived stability matters. That courts examine patterns, not isolated moments. That reactions carry weight. While none of this guaranteed a custody battle, it demonstrated how quickly situations can escalate when emotions aren't managed carefully. What made the entire situation heartbreaking was how preventable it all seemed. At its core, this wasn't about Aaron Pierre. It was about unresolved grief. About a man watching the life he once had move forward without him. About a woman choosing herself after pain. And about how difficult it is to let go when love doesn't disappear, it simply changes form. As of now, nothing has been officially filed. No confirmed custody war. No public legal documents. But the tension remains. And in situations like this, tension alone can change everything. Fans continue watching closely. Every post, every absence, every subtle shift in energy. Because when emotions run this deep, the next move matters. And the biggest question remains unanswered. Will Iman regain emotional control and protect peace for the sake of his child? Or will unresolved pain push this situation into a courtroom where no one truly wins? One thing is certain. This story isn't over.